we've just turned a blind eye to the widow, the orphan, the poor, the oppressed, the mentally ill, the abused, the sexually confused, the swindler, the greedy, the idolater. Jesus cares for them too.
Yes.
And how do we invite them to the party?
Yeah.
So I guess
how
that's
do you
kind
do
of
that? I mean, how do you use your ministry to help invite them to the party?
Well, I don't know. I'm spending a lifetime figuring it out, and I don't know that in 49 years, 364 and a half days, I've yet got it figured out. But I think what we do, there's something to proximity.
Yeah.
Thinking about coming on today, I had a patient. She helped us start. My wife and I, when we started Christ Health Center, we also started a Bible study just a couple years later. 8 people in the room. Jason Cook, 2 people on crack, 2 people living on tent, an autistic gentleman, and his mother. And that Bible study grew from like 8 people to 200 or 300 people, at which point I'm like, okay, church, you got to take this over. I can't. You can't.
Yeah.
You can wing a Bible study, but you can't wing teaching 200 or 300 people.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
But that lady struggles with a lot of poverty. And there's this, she's beautiful. She's a dear friend, and we have walked through so much life together. There are things in our home that make it challenging to do simple things that you and I just enjoy because it's just part of our life. Like our showers work.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to buy some Fabuloso and clean the floor and make it smell good. Well, she struggles with some of that. She comes in and there's this scent. And there's anybody's worked there long enough. And I heard a pastor one time talk about if ministry doesn't smell like stale whiskey and cigarettes, it might not smell right. But she comes in with this scent of poverty, which is some mix of stale smoke and pet dander. I don't know how to say it, but there is this staleness that's the opposite of life that we talked about at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And telling on myself here, yes, I can wash clothes every day, but I don't. And I'm really lazy. So if I wear a sweater, I wear it like 10 times before it gets washed again.
Smell check.
Yes, smell check. Yeah. Bridget Jones in her jumper. That's me with my sweater. We're just going to wear this thing.
It's okay.
So first day of wearing my sweater.
No.
We're not talking a fancy sweater. This thing's not cashmere. It's Old Navy. I walk in, and I'm seeing her, and I smell that staleness. I'm like, okay, we're getting to take care of her. This is good. And we addressed today's issues, and she blessed me as much as I blessed her. And I walked out, and the staleness walked with me. And I was like, my sweater, it smells like that. It is so stale. I'm only wearing this sweater. I don't even want to wear this sweater the rest of the day. I'm certainly not wearing it 8 more times. I think there is something to the proximity that we can begin to take on the scent of another.
Oh, I love
That is ministry. And that's allowing her to minister to me and her allowing me to minister to us and us just being identified as a we and losing a little bit of our self-identity in our common smell.
Yeah.
And we have tried to replace that in our activities among the poor or among the oppressed with focus groups. Let me just go get 10 people I don't really know, put them in a group, ask them 7 good questions, and then I'll really know what it's like.
Yeah.
No, you won't. And
Right.
I'll never know her life.
Right.
Because I can always leave. I can always take a shower. And I did as soon as I got home. And I can always wash the sweater. But for a season and for day after day where our worlds collide, there is this common identity, there is this shared experience that becomes a shared lens from which to identify the things in our lives. And there are moments like that along the way